Hi, everybody, and welcome to another installment of Employer Chat coming to you from Bloomington and Brooklyn Park CareerForce. My name is Robin Johnson. I'm a trainer at both locations, and today I am being joined by Michelle Sullivan, who is the campus administrator for Presbyterian Homes. And first of all, hi, Michelle, welcome.
Hello. Well,
Thank you.
thanks for
Thank
having us.
Oh yeah, this is wonderful. So Michelle, I'm just going to kick off and just say that I'm probably like a lot of people. I've heard of Presbyterian Homes. I'm aware of it in kind of a general way, but can you give us an overview of the different positions that are available from time to time with Presbyterian, including some of the ones that maybe people don't think of right away?
Sure. Yes, I can. First and foremost, I want to say Presbyterian Homes and Services is a faith-based organization that is dedicated to our mission, which is to honor God by serving older adults. We are an organization that is very dedicated to our employees as well, and we want to create an environment where everyone is valued and empowered to work in harmony and to work hard to ensure that we help adults live out their life. So we don't want to be referred to as a nursing home by any means, because we're really not. We're a place where people come to live to enjoy their life. It's just in a different phase of their life. The types of jobs we have for people, it would be nurses, both RNs, LPNs, nursing assistants, home health aides. We have cooks, we have servers, we have nurse managers, nurse leadership positions, we have housekeeping and engineering. So that's just to name probably many of the varieties and whatnot. So that's what we have.
Absolutely. Good. That's wonderful. That's wonderful to know that there seems to be a variety of jobs available. Now, I do speak with people on a pretty regular basis. They're at a point in their career where they want to make a switch. And sometimes people are very open to making a kind of a dramatic, switch to a different career. And that, of course, gets them thinking about, am I qualified? What can I bring? So if an applicant comes to you, they have no experience in the healthcare field at all.
Mhm.
They're probably going to want to give you their transferable skills. They're probably going to want to discuss with you the skills that, as you know, transferable skills are skills that can be applied to multiple industries. So what kind of transferable skills are you going to want to see from a candidate?
Well, I would say that you don't need to have previous healthcare experience, so that's good to work with Presbyterian Homes. As long as you have a passion of helping others and the desire to learn new skills, we will train you for sure. We have scholarship funds for people that are interested in getting into the healthcare field. We also have forgiveness programs, so maybe somebody along the way has thought about, oh, I want to be a nursing assistant, or I do want to be a nurse. And I've already taken these classes and I've spent my money and I still need help. Well, we have loan forgiveness, so people can come in and work with us and we will help pay those loans back for them. So that's kind of nice too. And then we know that not every single employee wants to become a nurse per se, or think that they have to be a nurse in order to work here. There are so many other jobs, and so we do have, you don't really need that specific skill. You can come in and learn, as long as that's where your heart is and you have compassion to serve. You can come to us.
And I've absolutely heard that. I've heard again and again that looking down the road several years, people with people skills, even,
Yeah.
even if you're going to be working with IT or something like that, I mean, the idea is to be able to work with people well and get along in a team, and that kind of thing is going to be huge. So yeah, think about those transferable skills, guys, that you can bring that are going to be able to plug in. But here's the other thing now, there are sometimes qualifications needed depending upon the job, depending upon the situation. Can you talk to me a little bit about, are there times when qualifications are going to be important and are going to be needed?
Yep. Great question. So our mission obviously is to honor God by enriching the lives and touching the hearts of older adults. So we live that mission at Presbyterian Homes. And we are and we care obviously for our employees and for our residents and their families. So we're really looking for people with that passion for helping others, a desire to be part of a team, motivation to learn new skills, and good communication skills. When we drive it home, though, and we say, well, you're going to be a nurse or you're going to provide nursing care, we would love for somebody to have some nursing assistant skills. So there's a couple ways you can do that. You can go and get your nursing assistant certification at a college. You can also join a program here that we have where you can learn nursing assistant skills with us and learn more about that. Nurses, obviously, you need to come with some nursing skills, have a nursing license, either a licensed practical nurse or a registered nurse for sure. So you need to have that. We do have people that start in our kitchens, say as a server, maybe they're doing that and there really is a very low skill. We don't have anything specific that you have to come with, but then be ready if you're excited about learning and growing in this field, because you would have the opportunity to do that, to then maybe say, well, I'm interested in being a nursing assistant, or I'm interested in being an engineer and working on the plant itself and how we can make that run better. Then we would help you connect in classes and schooling and where to go to get that. So
I love that. I love that. And I love that differentiation. And you're already anticipating another question I'm going to ask in a minute, which is so cool. I love when people do that. But first, I want to get to hiring practices and how your recruiters connect with the people who are thinking about Presbyterian Homes. So tell me a little bit about how your company utilizes referral processes. Is it job banks? Are there any key points that somebody should be aware of if they are trying to get connected with you guys?
yeah, all of our positions are listed on a website. It's www.phsbloomington.org. So that would be for the positions that are with us specifically, and how they can get tied in with us. And then they would go, once they get onto that website, you go to the careers section, select the Bloomington location for a search, and then you can search us. And if you have technical difficulties with doing that application, you can email us at recruiter@preshomes, PRESHOMES.org. So that's how you can get a hold of us. We have a centralized recruiting team or department for many of the roles. So not even just Bloomington, but there are 50 sites in 3-state area for Presbyterian Homes and Services. And so we have a team at the home office that also goes through, if people apply and they seem to be like, I haven't really selected a spot, they will help go through, look at those applicants, contact you, and then help you find the right spot for you, what works best. And what areas are you interested in? Are you interested in working in Wisconsin or Iowa or some remote place in Minnesota or central Minnesota, right here in the Twin Cities? So they will help you do that. So that's great. And they work with all the roles. Then that's the home health aides, the certified nursing assistants, RNs, LPNs, clinical coordinators, servers, cooks, chefs. And if you apply for one of these roles, a recruiter will definitely reach out to you via email or by phone and share next steps with you about how to get involved in the process and kind of walk you through. But if you never hear anything back, you definitely send an email to our recruiter@presshomes.org.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. And just to let you guys know, we always include that really important contact information below us on the video here. And then always remember, too, that CareerForce exists to kind of connect you with employers as well. And so if you watch this video and then go off and do something else and suddenly you remember, hey, I want to contact Presbyterian Homes, how do I do that? Just give us a call and we'll connect you up. So we'll help you with that. Okay, speaking of helping folks, and Michelle, you already did kind of a wonderful job of teasing this information already. So I'm going to loop back to something you've already mentioned, and that's this idea of career pathway and supporting how the company seems to really actively help supporting people who want to advance in their career. So a lot of candidates now are looking for the extras. They're looking for the scholarships, the tuition reimbursement, certifications, whatever it is. Could you kind of encapsulate again, and maybe expand on the ways that Presbyterian Homes can support somebody who really wants to grow?
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna just share my own personal story with Press Homes because I wouldn't be where I'm at today without them and guiding me along. But I, out of school, came to Press Homes as a speech language pathologist, and I had worked with children and whatnot before, but then was kind of interested in older adults, and I took an on-call position as a speech therapist and started working at one of our sites. And as I was doing that, I became interested in what does a household coordinator do? What's a social worker doing here? And what's her role? That looks really interesting to me. And kind of wanted to focus as a speech therapist. We travel a lot and go to different places. But I was like, I'm interested in what they're doing. So right away, I let somebody know at Press Homes. I let my manager know, and she said, "Oh, you should go talk to the social worker." Went and talked to the social worker. "Oh, you should come and spend a day with me." And I did. And then I started getting that passion for that. And so then I became a household coordinator, which was working with residents, while I also was helping manage and run the floor. So helping hire nursing assistants and helping guide the team and building team. And it was just right up my alley. I loved it. In the meantime, somebody tapped me on the shoulder and said, "Did you ever think about becoming an administrator?" Well, of course not. I like doing what I'm doing, but that's interesting. You would ask me, why would you ask me? Well, they saw skills in me that then they encouraged me to go back to school and do that. And so through scholarships, they helped me. And I started taking classes. At the time, I was already a mother and, worried about how do I make this all work, and was able to do that, got my family life squared away. So my husband and I made that decision. I went back to school and I was still worked as a household coordinator, became an administrator. Then I worked over here at the Bloomington campus, became the administrator in 2010. Then in 2014, I got tapped on the shoulder again, saying, "You know what? You got these skills that we really like, and we think you should be a campus administrator." So I moved up from there. And I'll have to tell you that at Presbyterian Homes, it is more a rarity than commonality that you talk to anybody who's worked here past their first 5 years that are still in the role that they were when they started. Because Dan Lind is so passionate. Dan Lind is our CEO of our company, and he's so passionate about seeing individuals grow if they want to. He's fine if you don't want to either, but if you do, and he provides that because he cares that much about our employees. So I was that. I have one other story I want to share, if that's okay.
Absolutely.
I have our administrator right now in our housing. She's called the housing administrator. Her name is Drew. So if anybody ever sees her, you walk in and you see a gal by the name of Drew, you'll know her story. But she started as a receptionist. She came in, said, "I would like to be a receptionist." She was hired. And then she worked in the kitchen as a server. And then after that, she then went over to become life enrichment. So she worked in life enrichment. She was also at the same time subbing in as a receptionist. It became a lead receptionist, so oversaw all of the receptionists. And then she did that life enrichment. And what life enrichment is it's an activities person who works with all of our residents by providing them experiences of doing activities. So she was doing that. And then after that, she became a resident services director in one of our buildings. And then after that, she then grew into becoming the housing administrator. So there's that story from ground up. And again, it's just amazing that we're able to do this type of thing. But Press Homes is definitely, they don't just say that, they actually walk people through it. And I could almost tell you many stories of the people that sit around me because we're all in different spots, but to be a good steward of time. I won't tell you all the stories,
Okay.
but there are many.
But it sounds like if you want to hear more, you could maybe connect up with Michelle at some
That's
point and get
right.
them.
That's right.
Well, I think, and my last question, again, you've kind of touched on, we've kind of gotten a good idea of what kind of drew you in. You wanted to do, you wanted to exercise the skills and the things that you had learned as a pathologist, but then it became obviously something much more to you, because here you are many jobs later and many responsibilities later. I'm getting an idea of what you have discovered about the organization and about yourself. But at the end of the day, what does working there mean to you?
Yeah. For me, it is, and it always has been our mission that first attracted me to Press Homes. The thing that I really find interesting about Presbyterian Homes is I always like to refer to it like Starbucks, because at Starbucks, you can get a caramel macchiato. And if I go to in Bloomington, I can go to Bloomington and get a caramel macchiato. But if I go to Woodbury, Minnesota, and go to Starbucks, I can get a caramel macchiato. And they're pretty much, the same. I don't have to worry that, oh, they don't get it. They're not doing something, they did something completely different. So it was the mission that attracted me, because the mission is lived out the same no matter where we go in our company, which is amazing to me. And we want to touch those individuals, help them live out their life, take down barriers for them so that they can live their life freely. And how rewarding is that? That we get to take down a barrier, for somebody, that to know that they don't have to come to a place to live and basically live in a room or stay in a room or sit in a chair the rest of their lives. Nope, we have them up, we have them out, going out. They get to go to the Mall of America, they get to go outside and make snow angels. Who doesn't like doing that? They get to, if they're feeling down and there's something they want to be involved in, we get them involved. And there's just nothing more rewarding than to be able to provide that, and to provide for somebody who's in need. And I've always been impressed with Presbyterian Homes and their residents, because when I go into a building, I look at the residents, and it's just amazing to me how good people look in our buildings. And that's the first thing I want to look for. Are they sad, depressed, and um, looking into a TV, sitting in a chair slumped over, or are they up, actively involved, being engaged in some way? And that's what I see here. So that's what drives me every day, is to know that these people get to live out their lives. And there's so many people out there that need this type of care, and they need us, no matter what, and especially post-pandemic. So I just, that's what drives me and has me come every single day. So
Well, thank you very much for that. I love hearing your stories. I love hear how Press Homes has impacted you, not just professionally, but obviously personally as well. So that about does it for this. We are, as I said, we're dedicated to making sure that we include all of the information about the employer, and particularly the all-important contact information below the video. And then if there is anything that we missed or anything, please contact CareerForce, because we'll be more than happy to help you connect with them, look for the current jobs that are available, and apply for them. Okay. So thank you so much.
yeah.
Go ahead, Michelle.
Robin, I forgot one thing that I should have shared earlier, when we were talking about the pathways in our company and getting a degree. I just thought about this, but we offer, one of the things we do offer too at Press Homes, and this is how invested, again, our CEO is in each individual, is we offer scholarship programs to individuals, and that's up to $5,250 a year, each year per person. So whoever it is and what they're doing to excel themselves in healthcare, we help provide those loans. And we do, like I said, loan forgiveness program. I think we had talked about that, where we pay your current monthly loan payment as long as you're working with us. And I think it's only a minimum of 20 hours a week that you have to work in order to get that done. So I forgot to to do that, to mention that. So I didn't want to
No
forget.
problem. No, the important thing is that we got it in, which is fantastic. Wonderful. All righty. Well, thank you so much. Thank you, the viewer. Contact us if you need us, and we'll see you next time on Employer Chat.
Great. Thank you so much.